Wagwan family, welcome back to another new Shinobi video, and today we're going to be talking about Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 1. Now, what I want to talk about specifically is what Boruto did during the time skip, who he trained with, and what he learned. So I think a lot of people already assumed that he went and trained with Sasuke, but I think Kishimoto could have wrote some interesting twists that maybe no one saw coming, you know what I mean? Maybe Kashin Koji does make a return. We did see him reverse summon with the Toad when he was injured fighting Jigen, turning into Ishiki, you know what I mean? And he was able to get away. I doubt he just bled out. It's been over 3 years since we've seen him in the manga. So, I'm hoping that maybe, we get a glimpse of him in the time skip. It's Jiraiya's clone. I think most people think it's pretty cool. But for sure, he could have taught him Sage Mode. I know I've seen a couple of people making videos on that, but he was a perfect Sage. We saw that. And it'd be cool. Mitsuki's a perfect Snake Sage, so Boruto's a perfect Toad Sage. That'd be pretty sick. Or even go teach him some other things like how to use natural jutsu or whatever. You know how you had that natural flame shit that fucked up Jigen. So maybe teach Boruto how to use that so he can use it against, Ishiki. I remember, I was rereading and there was something earlier in the earlier chapters, when Delta and Kashin Koji were talking about breaking into the Leaf. And Kashin Koji, they were saying he was the key to, defeating Ishiki or understanding, he understood the karmas more than other people, He liked to spectate Boruto, see what kind of power he had, and you could tell he knew more about, the Otsutskis and the other Kara members. He literally killed Jigen, or basically, damn near killed Jigen, so I think Kashin Koji could have been a cool, possible theory. I think the next person on my list is Toneri. Now I know people are like, Toneri's not in the manga. Fuck it, I'm just making this shit for content, maybe, an anime for everyone's sake. Maybe he visits Toneri, unlocks the Jogen, trains with Toneri. Toneri gives him that chakra mode, like the Tenseigan had a chakra mode, so why not the Jogen? And we know in that early design, we know Kishimoto did give Mitsuki the Sage mode, and that turned out to be true. And he also gave Sarada the Mangekyo Sharingan design, the Sun, which turned out to be true. So the only thing missing is that Boruto, I'm not sure, that Boruto Sage mode, not Sage mode, but Chakra Cloak. So that'd be cool to see. Maybe Toneri give him that, teach him about the Otsutskis. That would help us get some background and some lore on the Otsutskis. He can break down the different clans. And ultimately it will kind of give, a redemption in a shonen way to Toneri. And, really dive deeper into the Otsutsuki lore. Because I feel like, we're in the time skip now. And then it's kind of time to see, what's really going on. Who the Otsutsuki, what the Otsutsuki clan really is. We have a little bit of, origin on them, but we want to know, who those two people that are missing on the tablets are. There's a ton of loose ends dealing with the Otsutsuki, but I think if, he were to train with Toneri, not only would he become powerful, learn how to use the Joken, but then, as readers, we would also be able to learn more about the Otsutsuki, and I think that'd be pretty fucking fire. Last but not least, the theory that everyone has, everyone knows, not even a theory, it's pretty much facts. We just kind of have to see what happens. But Sasuke Uchiha, he probably did train with Sasuke. We see him in the time skip with his sword, and he's taking inspiration from him with the cloak and the sword, and he's rocking his headband. So he might just train with Sasuke. Sasuke had a Rinnegan and a Sharingan. I talked about that in my previous video, how experienced Sasuke is with dojutsus. So if Boruto may, he might have a dojutsu, he might have a Jogan. Sasuke could teach him how to train his eye, how to use his eye, things like that. And, along with Momoshiki's battle experience, plus, Sasuke being one of the smartest shinobi, adding the Otsutsuki's battle experience, plus a shinobi who can add that ninja tactics and that thought process, it's gonna make an ultimate prodigy, which Boruto's already a prodigy, but that combination over 3 years, that's why I think he came in like such a badass, stepping on Code's face and telling him that he's an incel. I mean, it was as hard as it gets. And everyone's talking about, oh, Code's so strong, blah blah blah. I think that's bullshit. They're both in base. He straight up disrespected him, dog, and then Code tried to hit him back and he dodged it easily. Like, bruh, he's clearly better than him, clearly stronger than him. Sasuke definitely was a good teacher, put in that work, taught him. I think he probably trained that dojutsu, man. I think Momoshiki helped him train the karma. I think a mixture of Sasuke and Momoshiki is what really is like the most realistic thing that happened over the time skip. And that's how he enhanced his skills with Kinjutsu, got better with the sword, possibly gonna use, some chakra nature, implement that to his sword, back in Shippuden. That's what Sasuke did, he added the lightning nature into his sword. So maybe, Boruto being a prodigy already adding the wind and lightning into his Rasengan, maybe he adds some type of chakra nature into his sword, you know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty fire. Like I said, Momoshiki's gonna teach him some things, I assume. And then this last little thing that's kind of out of the park that I've seen maybe a few people speak about is the possibility of, and it's still on the limb of him going with Sasuke, is him and Sasuke going to visit Orochimaru. Now, it hypothetically makes a lot of sense. I mean, if it were to happen, right? If Kishimoto were to write it, because if anyone wouldn't really care about the omniponents, it'd be Orochimaru. I mean, he's loyal to Sasuke. He's not loyal to the Leaf. I mean, he's under surveillance from the Leaf still by Yamato, but he can easily genjutsu him or evade him or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's fodder for sure compared to Orochimaru. And I think it'd be really cool to see when Sasuke left the village, he went to go with Orochimaru and trained with him, and it was a rogue ninja. So maybe if Boruto went with him, and that's how he would really get strong. I mean, you have Orochimaru, Sasuke, Momoshiki, all. Maybe even if Momoshiki doesn't help him, but we know that Orochimaru is very knowledgeable. He probably knows a little bit about the Otsutsuki more than anyone else in the village besides Amato. So I think him going there, Orochimaru would be willing to help him, even if he thinks, oh, this is Kawaki. He wouldn't care. He would just want to help Sasuke, and I think that would be pretty fire. And it would make sure, come on, Code could not fuck with Orochimaru and Sasuke protecting Boruto in that first couple years or whatever, so until he got strong enough, you know what I mean? So I think that theory is kind of out of there. Outside the box and not really realistic. But if you were to train with Orochimaru, he truly, we did see in the anime he was strong enough to even become a perfect Snake Sage due to the Ryuchi Cave, but he didn't do it. He did get that summoning with Karaga. Orochimaru's, the snake guy. He's homies with Mitsuki. And he did program Mitsuki to be Boruto's moon. You know what I'm saying? So I think, that would be really, really cool, and it would show some parallels also, but being kind of similar, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. I think the Orochimaru one's not that likely. I'm ready for chapter 2. It's coming out in a couple weeks. I think everybody's ready. But yeah, those are my theories on what Boruto, was possibly doing, who he possibly trained with. I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think he learned, how strong you think he is. Do you guys think he could beat Code's ass full power or Kawaki? You know what I mean? Is he on Damon's level? Let me know. I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get better at making these videos every single video. Got another video coming out in a couple of days. Peace. Before I wrap this thing up, I just want to shout out TF Anime, the fuck anime, whatever, you want to say, but thank you for giving me some props on how to make my videos better, and hopefully we can collab one day. But I just want to give a shout out to TF Anime for helping me make some better quality videos. Alright, thank you. Peace out, guys, for real. Peace.